Hey everybody, today I want to do a demonstration of tracking horns live inside of the new release of Logic Pro for iPad. I'm going to go ahead and record the track fully on the iPad, mix the track fully on the iPad, and see what the experience is like. Let's dive in. So about a week ago, Apple released a full version of Logic Pro for iPad, and I did a demo video kind of walking through some basic features, but today I actually want to showcase what I do on a normal basis, which is recording, tracking, and arranging horns. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a demonstration of loading up Logic, recording the horns, mixing it fully inside the app just to see how powerful it is and to compare to how it works when I work on the desktop app. Let's start out by talking about the gear that I'm using to track horns. This is a 12.9-inch third generation iPad Pro connected to a Focusrite Scarlett via USB-C here. And I'm using these Audio-Technica ATH M60X for monitoring my audio. All right, I'm creating a new project here. I'm just gonna tap on tracks and let's make sure, great, let's make sure that my Scarlett is being selected as the audio interface. It is recognizing the Scarlett, but I do wanna change this so that it is mono. So let's just tap where it says stereo, change this to mono. I am plugged into input 1, so this should be great. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's go ahead and turn on input monitoring and see what happens. All right, cool. I've got this audio created and I'm good. You can see I'm getting a signal here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my headphones and let's find the right tempo. So for this particular track, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's try tap tempo. Cool, it's about 170. I'm just go ahead and lock this into 170. Great, cool, and let's hear this back. Toggle on the metronome by clicking here. Yeah, it's actually a little bit slow. So let's tap here for this track and bring this up to 175. Okay, I like it. All right. Cool, I'm good there. First thing I want to do is just record this snap. So let's see what this is like. Yeah, I'm hearing it in my headphones. Sounds great. Let's go ahead and record that. Let me give myself a little bit of a lead in. Just 4 bars here. Okay, cool. Let's see how easy it is to chop this together. So I'm just going to kind of go here. I want to start over at, no. All right, getting on the left of the waveform here. There we go. So before I made the mistake of clicking kind of not all the way on the left of the waveform, it was allowing me to move the entire thing. Instead, I just want to trim it. So I'm going to kind of click on the left here. That's pretty easy. Grab that. Let's go ahead and label this as snap, and let's listen to it. Nope. All right. Turn the metronome off. Great, and I'm not going to mix anything till I get to the end. Now that I have this down, yeah, it's a little, not going to lie, it's a little tricky just trying to, you know, click up in the transport, trying to get my loop locator, not loop locator, to get my playhead in the right position as opposed to clicking on the waveform. But it's also my, you know, I'm so used to Logic on the iPad, this is a new experience. So let's click on this, and I'm just gonna click this once to see what the options are. Can I easily, okay, let's cycle the selection. Nope, that's not what I want. I actually want to loop this. There seems to be an easy loop here. Okay, are you going to loop? Ah, there we go. Cool. But what I like in Logic is I can just kind of loop continuously because I don't know how long this is going to be, but simple enough to just click and drag with my finger. That should be plenty. I think I'm doing about 32 bars, so this will be more than enough. Sweet. Okay, good. Doing great there. Let's come down here. Let's add another audio track, but actually, what I could probably just do is duplicate this track. Okay. Let's turn input monitoring off for now. Let's click on this, rename this. Let's just call this Trumpet 1. Let's grab the trumpet and do a little check. Not too bad. Okay, so my sheet music is on 4-score. It's my first time trying this out. I want to see if I can easily get 4-score and Logic Pro side by side. So let's drag this over here. And can the two of you be friends? That's interesting. That's what I would normally do. Okay, now that already might be an issue that I'm not a big fan of. Let's try it from here. Are you gonna let me do the in-app? Okay, I think it was just being weird. So it's letting me do the floating screen, but not like the direct split screen, probably because Logic kind of demands a bit more screen real estate. And then I should be able to use 5 fingers to easily move between them. And then let's kind of change this view. Sweet. So now I've kind of got this like more full screen mode for Trumpet 1. All right, good. All right, we're trying it out. Let's go for it. Here we go. From the top. So let's borrow 1. And I turned off the click just for playback, but it seemed to turn off the click for recording too. So I'm going to press and hold here and see what my options are. Let's take off simple mode, just like we have to do on the computer. And let's change this. I want you to click while recording, and I don't want you to click while playing. All right, so we should be good. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, cool. Let's check that out. And again, this was no EQ, no compression, just basic audio. Okay, good. Let's see how easy it is to make a fix there. I play that line like a million times. So let's go ahead and just split right here. That was easy enough. Okay, let's do the same thing here. And okay. Do I have to, there we go. So it's kind of like a click and drag down to split like so. Love it. Okay, let's take this. Do I have to change? Stretch. Great, trim. All right, cut that. So kind of have to like change models. Like, so for example, if I want to take this pickup, I'm going to get on bar 4 here, change this kind of like tool to the split tool, drag down, change over here, again, click, drag down. And now if I want to interact with this file at all, I'm going to go back to this first tool, back to the trim tool. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to hit copy. Come over here to bar 12. Can I just paste and hit paste at playhead? Yeah, let's see what it sounds like. Seamless. All right, good. I feel pretty good about that. Let's go ahead and track more trumpets. I'm going to duplicate this, and I don't feel like having to do this every time, so I'm going to duplicate multiple times for a total of 5 trumpet parts. And let's rename each one of these now. So this is going to be Trumpet 2. Just come down here and rename to Trumpet 3. Let's rename this one to Trumpet 4. And rename this one Trumpet 5. All right. Let's do Trumpet 2, and we're going to go back to the top. I'm going to come over here, switch my next part, and let's do the same thing. Okay, Here we go. So that's 1, 2, 2. All right, terrible start. Let's try that again. Getting used to this awkward position. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, got to punch those last couple notes. Don't judge me. Let's grab here, right at bar 36. Let's grab this split tool, click, split. Let's hit this and simply delete. Let's see, what's that harmony? Good, let's go through and record that. Cool, all right, coming back here. Let's do the same thing on trumpet 3. So we're gonna switch over like so. Make sure I know the harmonies and let's record. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, feeling pretty good about that. We'll do cleanup at the end on any pickup notes. Back over here on trumpet 4. We're in a routine, let's go for it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. Did I play the same harmony both times? That might have just been an arranging mistake. Let's check it out. What do I have here? Good. All right, since I have the same harmony twice, let's go ahead and split this and delete. Cool. All right. Last but not least, and this is the challenge that I'm curious whether or not the iPad is able to meet, is dropping the octave down. So I'm going to try doing it first directly here on the track, and let's see what happens. Let's pull this up. I'm on this track. I want to see a little bit more. Interesting. It did automatically add a few things. That's the EQ. That's cool. I do, however, want to Let's see. I want to add an octave down. Is that possible? All right. 1 second, turning to the internet. Ha! There are the plugins. All right. Thank you, internet, for saving me. It helps when you read the manual. Apparently, this little fader here is the plugins tab. Who knew? That's great. I'm not actually using that channel EQ. Let's add audio effects here and see what the options are. All right. Didn't mean to do that. So is it easy enough to just get rid of you? Let's go back. Yeah, there we go. Just remove. Add audio effects. Okay. Let's come down here. They definitely have pitch. Ah, my favorite. Vocal transformer. Let's see some more options here. Pitch. I want to drop that down 2 octaves, which is cool. And then what I'll probably do is let me track without this because it's going to sound crazy. Good. I'm going to get like that tuba effect by taking this down. Cool. Let's track it, see what happens. Cool. Slightly different angle. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's go ahead and look at our plugins here. Turn this vocal transformer back on. Turning input monitoring off on that track. Let's hear what it sounds like. All right, my guess is I had the Robotize on. No, it's not on. Interesting. Let's get a little bit more curious about what's happening with this. Aha, I usually match the formant to the pitch. So I've got the formant now on -24 as well as the pitch on -24. And let's see if this makes a difference. All right, good. Honestly, the experience tracking was relatively easy. I mean, again, I'm not judging it compared to how I track, not judging it to how I track on my computer, because obviously I track on my computer. I'm really used to it. I've been doing it for a long time. This is kind of a new experience. So let's start mixing this thing, put a quick mix on it, and see how the final product turns out, and then we'll talk a little bit. All right. Starting here, I'm going to use this section here to kind of mix a bit. Let's take a look at what's happening with our mixer here. Now, somewhere during the process, it looks like trumpet 2 and 3 ended up going up quite a bit in volume, so I'm going to cut those down. Cut trumpet 2, 3, and 4 to be like relatively equal. I'm going to pan trumpet 1 over just a little bit. I'm going to do a hard left and a hard right for trumpet. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay, cool. My mistake. Actually, that was the snap. Let's put the snap really close to the center, just a little bit off to the right there. My bad. Now let's take trumpet 1, put it more like there. Let's take trumpet 2 all the way to the left, trumpet 3 all the way to the right, and then we'll match trumpet 4 to trumpet 1-ish off to the right a bit. So that's pretty standard of what I would do. I'm going to go ahead and let the snap be nice and bright. And let's take trumpet 1 up just a little bit from the rest of them. All right, so I'm actually going to mute the kind of tuba sound for now and see what this sounds like. Okay, actually, I think I can bring these harmonies up a little bit here. See what happens. Great. What's the snap sound like with some compression on it? Good. And let's get a little bit of reverb happening here. So let's send to a bus for the first time. That's great. Sends. Ha! Send one. Let's create a new bus. And let's send a little bit to that bus. And let's throw in some reverb. Pretty straightforward. A lot like Logic. Here's Space Designer. Let's click on Space Designer. What's this initial setting sound like? Okay. Could definitely see myself spending more time picking a very specific one. But for right now, as I'm just starting out, it's probably not what I would do. Okay. I'm curious, can I select multiple tracks here? Huh. How would I... Am I going to have to do everything one track at a time? All right. I wonder if there's a way to kind of like select multiple tracks so I can do the same thing to all of them. For right now, I'm not seeing that as a possibility, but I'll investigate. Let's go ahead and do a send to bus 1. Give it a little bit of there. I mean, it's pretty easy, so not the hugest deal. But again, something that's different from my experience on Logic Pro from the desktop. Okay. But so far, pretty easy to go back and send reverb. Let's check it out.
At your front.
Somebody's at my front. All right, let's try that again. I'm going to clean up those flubby dubs in a second. Yeah, honestly, this sounds like pretty great already. You can see the overall is peaking here. What I'd love to be able to do is select multiple tracks at once and then bring the volume of them all down at the same time. I'm going to turn to the user manual one more time and let's see what's happening. Aha! There it is. There's the magical button right there. Select multiple. Now I can select multiple tracks. I love it. And I'm going to bring the overall mix of all these down a little bit. Keeping the relationships. That's great. Okay, good. I'm feeling pretty good about the overall mix. Let's get out of this mixer window now and get back here and let's do a little bit of editing because I definitely got some sloppy parts. Feel good about Trumpet 1. Let's see if this fluffy dub is in here. Okay, it's not there. Is it there in Trumpet 3? I think so. All right, good. So let's grab that section there. Grab the split tool. Split you. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Let's copy that. Let's come over here. Let's get you out the way. Okay. Let's get you out the way. And paste that playhead. Okay, the other thing I want to do is cut out some of this fluff at the beginning here. I can actually just get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of All right, great. Let's end our loop here. Right? So, nope, I don't want to move this whole thing. Man, that would be convenient if I could just, could I use split to achieve that? If I want to split here. Okay. And then delete you. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let's hit the select multiple. Aha. I'm seeing the benefit. Can I trim all of you at the same time? I can. Can I delete all of you at the same time? I can. Oh, sweet. I like that. Let's call it for now and talk a little bit about this. I feel pretty good about this overall track. Let's have some conversations. I think I could get quicker in this. And I think if I was on the road and I only wanted to travel basically with, you know, a microphone and iPad and interface, which I don't want to travel obviously with my desktop computer or with necessarily with a laptop, maybe with a laptop, I could get used to this. I'm currently way faster on the desktop. I like having my keyboard shortcuts. I'm missing kind of having my keyboard shortcuts. It's not totally natural to have to edit with your finger and to change tools, but I will say it is a pleasant tracking experience. It's not a negative tracking experience. It's just different. Let's just focus on saying that it's different. I want to do more of these. The sound is really good. The sound is great. Just using the basic built-in, built-in plugins here and the reverb, everything sounded really good. And overall, it wasn't a bad experience. It is kind of cool being able to just swipe with 5 fingers, move between apps, and use the sheet music alongside. Later on, I want to get into automation, using the pencil, trying out different things, and also find out what is unique about tracking audio in here that I wouldn't be able to do. So far, everything that I was experiencing was trying to duplicate an experience that I had if I was working on the desktop app and getting used to using my fingers. So let's see what happens as I continue this journey with Logic Pro on the iPad. For now, I'm happy with the way the track sounds. I think it's pretty cool, and we're going to see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.